Hi everyone, hopefully you can hear me and the exciting music from the jukebox. I'm just kind of looking out the window at New Mars here from a long way away. I've got all the GPSs turned off at the moment, so a better view. I've made some adjustments to my resolution and a few other things, so hopefully it will make the game run a little bit more smoothly. And I did the trash removal. If anyone's interested, who's perhaps having to run a server themselves and doesn't know about this stuff, which is probably not many people, but you can go into the admin tools with Alt F10 and you've got a bunch of different options, you know, all this sort of stuff. But the useful one when you're removing the trash is I wouldn't use this because it's an automatic system. It's actually not too much trouble to go through it all manually and just make sure you're not deleting anybody's stuff, especially on a public server like this one. So you can do this and you can select how it displays the grids, whether you just what you're actually displaying, small grids, large grids, characters, floating objects, all that sort of stuff. And you can make it display by owner name, which is probably the most useful way if you're just getting rid of junk that isn't owned by anyone. So as you click on each one, it's actually going to take you to wherever it is. This is just an unknown signal, so not actually trash as such. It'll disappear on its own in a little while. But you know, we've got a barrel floating somewhere around here, and I can directly stop it moving if it's moving, and this one isn't. I can teleport to the location. I can remove it, just basically delete it. So that's what I did just a minute ago. I was going through all of these, looking at the stuff that's not owned by anybody and getting rid of it if it was just junk, you know, like 1 or 2 blocks. It tells you how many blocks are involved and things like that. I left these other ones because they actually sounded like interesting things we might want to try and find. I did create some GPSs just to go and have a look at them rather than just delete them out of hand. Just kind of interesting thing. Once you finish though, so you don't end up stuck wherever it is you were looking at, you need to click on player control here, and that'll bring you back to your body and just escape out of the menu. Anyway, little short tutorial there. Okay, so where am I going? We'll do a quick walk across the roof, make sure we don't have any big holes caused by meteorites or anything like that. Things seem to be okay for now. I was thinking we might actually put some of our antennas on broadcast and attract a few more NPC interactions. I'm not really worried about attacks at the moment. I probably should be, but I'm not really sure just how strong. Oh, that's new. Holograms? I wonder if they're supposed to be there. How odd. Well, that's a bit strange. Not something I've ever seen before. I mean, it could be offset holograms, but a bit odd. The only and the one that's actually here isn't working. That's interesting. I wonder. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is working as such. How odd. Might try switching it off and see if they disappear. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I want. Show block. Where's your on off? Oh, it's the teleport gateway. It's not what I want at all. I want the holographic sign. Oh, there are a bunch. Let's switch them all off and see what happens. Yeah. How strange. They must have had some weird offset. Don't know what's happening there. Anyway, not a big deal. They're not exactly crucial to operations, so yeah, looks like the base is fine. No big holes for meteorites. Other bits missing. Ships look okay. Thinking of putting some hanger doors on the front of this, just so that I can protect the rocket launchers when I'm ramming. Not that it'd probably do much good, but I did get a lucky shot with the with a railgun that actually took out the large cargo container, because it must have just punched right through from here, and that meant I couldn't reload some of the guns during the last attack. Ah well, we'll work out the bugs. Otherwise, it hasn't had a problem dealing with the pirate attacks. Alright, well, let's pop in here. Oop. Yeah, one of the ships is parked at an angle, so I'm walking at an angle to the floor because of the artificial gravity field. I wonder which ship it is. I think it might be the Dragon, but I'm not 100%. Yeah. I seem to be okay when I get to here. So, I guess I should check on the mines, collect any ingots that have been produced. Make sure they're still there. Okay, shouldn't have to move. Got a bunch of uranium being processed. Oh yeah, nice little chunk. This one I don't have to worry about it running out, of course. So back to base. Yep. Let's head to the gold mine. Oh, I should dump some of this uranium. Don't really want all of that. There we go. But I probably need to refill the reactors on these other mines. Oh yeah, still running, that's good, but I'll top it up with 200. Okay, nice chunk of gold. We still running? No, it's not producing any ore at the moment. Okay. The usual story. The static drill is packed up on us. Never mind. I'll eat something while I think of it. Okay, back to base. Bit closer. Oh god, I haven't got my jetpack on. Magnetic boots. Back to base. Drop off that gold. Let's check out the platinum mine. Almost. There we go. And let's transfer some uranium. Let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, still extracting platinum. That's pretty good. Okay. If I can get this button. Back to base. Now that's pretty much it for now. Just drop off the platinum. The inventory management system is moving it to the correct place in the inventory. It should all be stored together. Let's have a look at storage only. This, if you put locked at the end of the name, like of the cargo container, the inventory system ignores it, which is very useful to keep it from taking stuff and putting it where it thinks they should be sometimes. Let's see, yeah, so let's put components in here and here. Keeps all the guns and tools and stuff in this one. I should probably take some oxygen and hydrogen bottles with me. Does save me having to run around a bit. A little bit of clang caller. Let's see. I should go check out the farm. Yeah, and these are our ingots. But I can get a much better idea of how many we have from up on the deck of the ship or station. Just do a quick tour. Let's have a look at the cliff base. This is on New Venus. Everything loads in. So we got a nice reddish sort of, I don't know what colour you'd call that, but it's ice, most of it, which is really useful for us. That's like the initial base we created down there on the ice. And this is the base, kind of, that we're building. This is still just going to be a stage. There's actually a deeper base that's going to be borrowed out of this mountain here. I haven't done any more of at the moment. Working on New Mars a bit at the moment. And that's just a digging ship. Lets me dig out the areas a little bit faster. The way the geology is on this particular planet, you do get these gaps, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful that I don't open up any more holes. Dig in the right direction. But it looks okay for the moment. Let's have a little look. It's night time, so maybe not the easiest time to actually see what it looks like. Oh, it's not a bad place, except for the giant spiders. I haven't had too many problems with them. I don't know what attracts them. It could be like the wolves. They're attracted to people working with welders and things like that. There is a teleporter down on that base as well. Eventually we'll just recycle it using the build and repair system. But for the moment, it's not hurting anyone being there. So it would probably give us better performance if we got rid of it. It's a bit of housekeeping. I think I transferred all of the equipment from there to here. I might just fly down and have a little look. Make sure it's empty before I complete. Not that it really matters, because the system can cope with that. It will just pick up everything inside it as well. Okay, so there is a bunch of stuff in there as well. Alright, well, it should still be okay. We're just going to lose some oxygen and hydrogen is the only issue. Do I bite the bullet and do it? I believe that build and repair system is in range to completely dismantle it, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, I'd probably give it a little bit more planning before I actually do it. Anyway, I'll use the teleporter down here. I might just do a refill quickly. There we go. Power, oxygen and hydrogen for my jetpack. Here's the teleporter. That's a reactor here. Why are you still not showing me the reactor? Oh, okay. Oh yeah. A bunch of uranium it probably doesn't need. I might actually pull that, because it will run on wind power and battery for quite a while. Oh, and there's a bunch stored too. Might take that as well. Yeah, raw spider meat. Some meal packs. Silver and iron. Shh, can't carry it all. Okay. Nothing usually exciting. I don't have enough space for all the uranium. Not a big deal, I did grab some anyway. Back up to space. This base is actually in orbit of that planet we were just on, New Venus. I'll show you out the window in a sec. Let's see. So that's to the other base. Industrial as a ship. Blue Beast is the big defensive ship out there. Platinum Mine we've been to. Orange Dragon's the big orange ship. Gaia is the Earth-like planet where we have a little farming base. I did need to pay a little visit. So I've got all sorts of interesting stuff going on here. It's mostly just going to be a food source for us. And I should do some harvesting. Hopefully I haven't left this too long and it's run out. Oh, low water. Damn it. That's not good. Lost the crop. I think it needs to keep the water until it's harvested. And yes, this thing has broken down, as it frequently does. So I'm going to have to rebuild it. Yeah, just get the tools I need. Okay, paint it red. That will get the system to break it down. Hopefully reasonably quickly. Bit slow. Yeah. Just took it a moment. Alright, let's get up here so I can see what I'm doing. The only drawback of using these is the fact that they do break down quite quickly and have to be rebuilt. Oops, not quite the orientation change I wanted, but that is, if I can get it down the right spot. Oh, I don't have any steel plate. Where's a handy place to get some steel plate? Oh, well, let's get rid of some of this. Oh, there's no space in there either. Okay, good stuff. I'll be like, oh yeah, let me do that. Okay. Where can I stick you? Yeah, plenty of room in there. Back we go. Oh. Oh, come on, please. That the right way? Yes. There we go. Well, you've definitely got the parts because you were just dismantled. It's definitely having a little think about something. There's not enough steel plate. That's kind of weird. Oh, I did take some out of... Yeah, I guess. I guess that's reasonable. I did pull some out. So... see what that does for us. It's probably need a little bit more now. There we go. Ouchies. That's right, I was going to build a medical room here. Thought that might be a good idea after the serious problems we had last time. Just trying to think where I was going to put it. I don't actually need a full-fledged medical room. I could just put in a survival block probably. It's probably the best way to go. I'm not really sure otherwise where we have a spare conveyor point. Oh, actually no, we do have plenty of spare conveyors. Just got to find out. Just a funny spot to put them if I put it down there. Kind of a funny spot. But I could also put it here. In an out of the way place, at least temporarily. It will do. And what have we got? Yeah. Oh, you need interior plate. Okay. Okay, now I need the other one because it has connectors on the back. And that looks like it is okay. As long as I got it in the right place. Yeah, I think that's right. That may be exaggerating specific. I'm sure we'll find one that's almost as good as Space Engineers to play. Alright, interior plate, grids, all sorts of fun stuff. Ooh, can we even make them? That's the question. Probably don't need quite that many actually. Maybe I'll just do that many. Definitely need the medical components. Where are they? Double check that. Large steel tubes, 15 medical components, 60 grids. Now, do we have any nickel, is the question. Thought we had brought in most. Yeah, we got a little bit. Not nearly enough, it looks like. Don't have a stash anywhere. Oh, we got so much iron. Uranium, iron. More iron. Well, let's get some ice running anyway. Oh, we got everything. Oh. Maybe if I just blacklist iron. And then we just grab everything else. I haven't tried doing it this way before. Don't think we've got a refinery as part of the problem, or do we? Oh, we do. Just a basic one. I must have done that for space. No, it can process everything we need anyway. Yeah, we're getting gold. Oh, we've got 2 refineries. Yep, so we're getting all 3. Which means I can go and empty out the sad garden. Probably still don't have enough nickel to produce our bits and pieces. No, I better go get some. There are other ways I could do it. I could mine some stone or something, but I probably need a survival kit to actually process that. Yeah, let's see, let's get some nickel. Let's just take, or I'll drop that again. Just drag it over with a left click, and that way I'll just put in as much as I can fit, which isn't that much. Probably should have jumped some of this junk off, but never mind. Yeah, I'm carrying a lot of that. Probably don't need quite that much. And a bit more nickel would be better. Better. Pretty sure I've got silver and all that stuff. Yeah, a little bit, not a huge amount. Possibly not enough for our medical components. Does depend. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to be enough. Oh, I did it again. It's easier just to drag the whole thing. Oh, good. That should have been enough to finish this off. Did it? What are we missing? Oh, large steel tubes. Okay, okay. I may have forgotten. Oh. Where are we? Okay, let's just make 10. And that should have done it. Good, that's functional. Probably even will refill my stuff. Oh, everything except hydrogen. Interesting. Guess we don't have a hydrogen tank. Not really necessary here, we're not refueling. So this just might pop a block under here, if I can get it. Oh, I don't think I've got any steel plate, do I? Never mind. I can do that another time. Otherwise, I think we're pretty much on track here. I'll dump the rest of this silver. There's an easier way to get access here. Not really. Hang on. Yeah, put the interior plate back. Fail crop, very sad. Yeah, too depressing to fix now. Okay. Pink Teddy Cockpit we've seen, New Mars we haven't been to. And this is our other uranium mine, which is run by Skynet. It's a little bit more extensive than the ones we've built. Don't really need any uranium from here though, so we'll leave that for him. And we have a second row of teleporters down here, of course. Not all of them are assigned yet, but a couple of them are. Oh, the moon shop. Let's see what we can buy at the moon shop. Yep. Moon being in the media at the moment. I doubt they're going to find an FCSL base when they arrive. But you never know. I don't like it that much. Grain seeds. Always buy grain seeds. And some veggie seeds, why not? Zone chips. Oh yeah, it's probably worth buying them. How much is all of them? 2.3. Ah, I got 5. Okay, good stuff. Oh, I think that's our visit, except I'll see what contracts we have. Okay, what do they want? 34. Not worth it. You want 984 motors for 2 million. That's something big enough that I'd have to bring a ship.
Meteor storm inbound.
Yeah, I'm not bringing a ship for less than 5 million. Sorry. Oh, not that quick, thanks. Wow, what's that? Oh, must be meteors. Yeah. Cool. I should mention that the teleports and the static drills and a couple of other things we've got running are mods to the game, not part of the vanilla basic game. We've added those for our own convenience and fun. That is New Venus base. That is the Silver Duck, which is another ship that's parked here. So we're just going to go back to New Mars via teleport here. We haven't been there this session, but this is New Mars. This is our new base, complete with ice source, hopefully, which is still running. I guess we'll find out. Since the inventories aren't full of ice, I'm thinking it's probably stopped working. Or perhaps even I didn't switch it on. Or I switched it off when I left, perhaps. Could be. Yeah, it's switched off. What's the settings? Okay, so I've got ice whitelisted. Wonder if I just remove that, change it to blacklist, see how that goes. Oh, it's working. Fantastic. Oh, I should drop off those zone chips before something happens. And I drop them somewhere. Yeah, I should take them back to the base. They're a little bit expensive to carry around. Things happen. That's better, and I might drop off the seeds too. Let's have a meal pack. Alright, here we are. Now the main thing I wanted to accomplish today was to site a projector, which we are going to use to project a building which we're going to build somewhere around here. Probably this saddle here, the valley, is where I'm going to build. I'd like it to be illuminated by the sun, so I guess it doesn't really matter a huge amount. Exactly where I put it. Going to have to go up off the ground at least a little bit. I wonder if that's a sandstorm coming in. Getting a bit of a weird flickering. Could be my fiddling with the settings. I might switch this off, it'd probably help to switch off my lights. Of course I didn't bring any of them. Probably don't need that many, but get the colour right. I might need to zigzag here. Try not to get so close. Yeah, we're obviously going to need another conveyor running all this way too. Doesn't actually have to follow my grid though. In fact, we might even get rid of some of this once we've got the conveyor belt. But I'm going to need to put a build and repair system a bit closer. And I'm going to have to switch this off for a second. Okay, and there we go. And I think I'll put in a junction here, which is what? One. Yeah. Conjunction or a T. T is probably better from a server load point of view. Oh, of course I don't have any interior plate with me. I could use steel plate and make insulated ones, but I actually prefer the look of these at the moment. I just need a bit of that. There we go. I guess I'll have to see how far I could be able to see how far out it's able to build. And make sure it's not just run out of steel plate. But that does look about the right distance. Actually, that does look like it's run out of plate rather than being out of range. So let's build some more steel plate. And you think you don't have... Oh, you don't have any iron. That is very sad. Oh, everything's gone wrong at once. Alright, let's go get some iron from the base. Oops. Gee, that's not much. Surprising how much the stuff I'm carrying around is taking up. Eh. I should probably bring a ship full. Yeah, that's not going to make a lot of difference. Yeah, it did. That's a little bit better. Well, I guess I know it goes at least that far. Oh, out of metal again already? Kind of crazy. Oh, it's building that. Right, fair enough. I must have set it to closest instead of furthest or something. Or it's in a higher position on the hierarchy of what to build first. This is one of the mods as well, the build and repair system, which is like little nanobots that once you start something it finishes the build for you, or you can set it to dismantle anything that's a particular colour. So I have it set to red, like the default red, so anything I colour that gets automatically ground down and returned to storage. So it's a really quick and efficient way to be building and removing stuff. And it has about, I think it's 150 meter range. I think that's it. Yeah, the static drill has a 300 meter range. I think you can offset the field, but that's not really that useful to us. And I could actually just walk over to the unit and turn on a thing to show me just how far it extends, but this is fine. It's a bit like, you know, guess how far it's going to go. Looks like it's doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm glad. I didn't really want to have to build a row of build and repair units. We're going to save a bit of materials by not following this other grid. Not that we actually needed to, really. Just gives us a good place to aim for. Oh yeah. I could be putting in a build and repair system somewhere there, I just realised. Yeah. That's going to make all of these fall down. Unless I have them connected to something. I think I have an idea about that. That's a bit high. That should do the trick. Even if it's not built, I should still be able to reach it. That, oh no, still going. I'm thinking we might be out of iron again. But I'll have a little look. Yeah, I don't see any. Oh yeah, no, we've still got a bit. Might need to order up some though. Start with that many. Oh, I'd better make sure there's a bunch of interior plate. Oh, we've still got some. $65, 907. Yeah, that'll keep us going a while. Hell, I'll just go switch on the thing. See how far it goes. Oh, God. There we go. Okay, so it ends right about where it is. In fact, that is the last spot. Alright, so we might recycle these two. And put in the build and repair here. Once it dismantles those ones. Oh, finishes those other ones, I think. There we go. And one more. Like, yep. Alright, now I'll just rotate you. Perfect. Though I should probably stick it over there. Then I'd have to build all the conveyors in between, which I'm not really. So the whole point is that I don't have to do that. That's why I'm building it. What I really want is once it's built to give it the correct program. Oh, please don't run out of things. What you've run out of? You need some motors and some small steel tubes. And why can't you make them? Oh, no iron. Okay. No iron and no nickel, perhaps. Oh no. Oh no, not a lot. Okay. that should keep us going for a little while. Ooh, don't want you there. Perfect. I can probably turn this display off now. Oh, I think we're getting a sandstorm. I might need to get into the ship. Yeah, it doesn't look healthy. We'll risk it for a little while. Mustn't have gotten to the tubes yet. Shouldn't be too long. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Lovely.
Energy low.
Oh, well, you get that. Oh, of course. Yeah. Oops. Let's just go sit in the ship for a second. That will charge up my energy and protect me from the sandstorm. I should be able to tell when that thing is finished building. There we go. That looks like that is finished. Yeah, I'll go heal myself a bit, because it looks like this is going to be a bit nasty. Alright, I can program that from here. I don't actually need to go stand out there. Not that it's going to protect me standing here, unfortunately. Alright, now I'm set to red. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't use that. I do use that. I believe that's correct. For bright red. And switch it on. See what it says. Gonna build stuff for me? Oh yeah. But not that colour. I mean, I'd like to be at the highest point of the saddle here between the hills. Yeah. It happens. Oh, that was a big chunk of ice too. Well, I guess I could observe all this from the ship. I don't really need to stand here as such. A ship with a broken nose. Oh, this thing only has one landing gear. Forgot about that, and it doesn't have auto lock on either. Though it probably should. I wonder if I get a weather display on this one. Probably can. I wonder what it will tell me. Hailstorm. Oh, that's good to know. Guess I wait for that to change. Why is my ship not healing me? Of course not. Yeah. Not a big deal. I might eat something though. Always a good time for some kelp crisps. Did I sound sincere? Alright. So I'm assuming we've run out of something. Small steel tubes and construction components. Hopefully it's just waiting for it to produce some more. Probably it's run out of something else.